Hi all, welcome back to YouTube channel. Let's start rebooting work using UiPath. In today's session, we are going to discuss about regular expression. So what mean by regular expression? So how it works, so how it helps. So we have to going to see those things, how it works, like where it fits particularly. So let's take a live example. So you are getting a mail, okay. So this is a mail pattern. So you are going to extract the certain fields, which is case ID and then address and few other details, okay. So how do you do that? So usually you'll be using a read mail activity. After that, so how do you extract the certain data from the mail? So you may be using like AI Fabric, which is name recognition entity. So some of them will not have the AI Fabric in your organization level. So if not, then how do you do that? So how do you extract the particular data? So during those plays, regression will take a place. So basically, regression is a combination of special operators, which are the symbols that contain the search. So it helps to fetch the particular data from the entire string. So there is some of the notation need to be noted over here. So which is caps say to small z, so which is indicate the characters from the lower case to uppercase, and then slash d, which helps to indicate the numbers, and slash s, which indicate the space. So likewise, there is so many notations. So you can go through the notations. What are the available there? So I have just listed some of them here. On today's session, we can fetch this particular three data, how to capture this data into the mail body. So we can check on this. And the activity which we are going to discuss about today's session, which is match, which help you to give the output variable of boolean, and match, which help you to give the certain string which you are looking for. So on this your regression test link, so where you can play with your regression expression, so you can paste to the string, entire string, and you try to capture the particular stipulated string. You can do that. So yeah, let's quickly jump back to the UiPath Studio and start our today's session. So I have created a workflow already there. So let's jump to the activity panel. So these are the two activities which are going to do today's session. So let me go with the match first. So before that, so let me go to the regular one side. So where you are going to fetch this particular data. So this is the entire mail string which I have copied over here. Okay. So what I am going to do? So you are going to capture only the case ID. Okay. So first of all, let's assume this is a predefined template. So you are getting thousands of mails. Okay, you are getting thousands of mail. You want to extract only the case ID and the address. So these are the required fields which you need to capture. So as I said, if a mail, so you'll be knowing like email activities, I hope, right? So you'll be using the read mail activities, and so you'll be getting the particular text. Okay, from that particular place, I was just going to take the throughout session. Okay, I hope you will be very familiar with the email activities. Let me directly paste this particular string in the match activity, and we can try over this. So what is the expression to capture this particular ID, case ID? So let me start trying those. So let me go to the notepad. So OneNote, sorry. So this is the look behind keyword. Okay, so you can see something called as look behind. So what actually it will do? So the particular stipulated string. So it helps to look behind the particular string and do just curly braces, question mark, equal to. So where you are going to capture? So the case ID, correct? So what you can do? Case ID, case space ID. Okay, and then so you can close this. So you can see it has came here, right? So in this particular place you can see a pink mark, correct? So let me give a space. Okay, so it came to this particular place. What you have to do, you have to capture the entire data. So after this particular case ID, pink mark, correct? So slash d, and then so plus. So what I have done, so it has captured the whole data, correct? So you can see the output match. So this is the expected output of this expression. So you can change it actually. So let me make it as curly braces 2, which help you to capture only the two data. So from the stipulated string, right? So likewise, so if you need a generic number, so only stipulated numbers, you can mention all the numbers using the curly braces. If not, if you are going to capture the entire data, so you can use slash d and the plus mark. So which help you to capture the entire number data. So this is the expression for the case ID. So let me copy. So let me copy this, Control C. Let's put in a notepad, case ID. So we can finally use it in an expression. Okay. So the next field which you are going to fetch is address, right? So address and state. So where you can find address and state. So address, yeah. So here you can see the address and state, right? So how do you do that? So same like case ID. So you have a look behind, right? So what you can do? So just make the bracket and question mark greater than less than symbol equal to, and then the address colon. Okay, till now you have reached this particular place. So you can see a pink mark, right? So you are going to capture the entire data. So here you can face some struggles over there because it is a combination of digits as well as the characters. So to fetch the entire characters which is here, what you can do? Slash d plus, which help you to capture the entire numbers. So you have space, right? What you will do? Slash yes, which help you to capture the space as well. And then so after this you can see some characters over there. So how do you like fetch those characters actually? So as we discussed, you can mention the character notation over here. Okay, just a open bracket and the curly brackets a, and then z, once more bracket. Yeah, I guess it fetched till e, right? So how do you make till the Eswaran? So till this particular string. So how do you do that? So actually, how do you done for the digits? So you have used a plus mark, right? So likewise, use a plus mark. So it has captured the entire data. So what you have to do? So you have to cover the space as well, right? So make a slash and make a s. So this has covered the space as well. So once again, you have to capture this particular LAN. So how do you do that? The same thing, the same exact same thing you have to do once again. So which is open bracket, curly braces, A, Z, and then once again curly braces. So why it is not talking? Okay, so I have just given equally here. Okay, wrong. So it has covered the L characters. So how do you cover the entire characters? So plus mark, right? So this help to fetch the entire address, right? If I'm not wrong. So just copy this particular expression. You can see the output here, right? So in the match one, so it has captured the entire data. So what you can do, you can go here, just make an address and just paste it over there. So and then so what are the next thing which you are going to capture is and state and zip code, right? So how do you do that? State and zip code. Say here you can does not find any like look behind activity over there. Okay, so you are not going to use the look behind activity actually here. So instead of using the look behind activity, how do you fetch these particular characters? I guess so. You might be searching over somewhere, right? So it's a very simple and straightforward thing. So what you can do, just open braces and then A to Z. So it's a caps, right? So it's A and Z. It will be in cap. So you just mention cap. Okay. Just close and then. So it has, like it has finding the all available characteristics which is start from the capital letter. So to make it very simple, open curly braces, close curly braces, inside that just mention 2. So it has highlighted the things which is has 2 characters, start from the cap and end from the cap, correct? So to make it very generic, so what you can do, make a slash s. So here we can find 2 of things, right? So how do you capture this entire number as well? Slash d plus mark. Perfect, right? So you have captured the state and the zip code. So you have found the particular string. So likewise, it is a combination actually. So let me take it off. So if you want to capture like home, so how do you do that? So just open brace and then so what is the string A to and the small character. So it sends in a small characters A to Z. Okay, and then so you can mention. Sorry, just forgot to mention the brackets. So and then you have to mention curly braces inside it, and then you have to mention 4. So it is highlighting home, right? So how do you make it is very generic to we are going to capture on the home side. So we can add a some more identifier here. So slash yes, and then so once you are given ash, so it will be very generic. So we are going to capture only the this particular home data. So likewise, you can customize your regression expression and you can obtain the particular string which actually needed. So likewise, so we can go here and use, you can play with this particular site so that you can get a more ideas of how to work with the regression expression, how to do those. So let me quickly jump back to the our example. So let me jump back to the studio part. So in the pattern, you are going to mention the regression pattern which you have obtained actually. So let's go here, just copy this. Okay, this is the regression pattern which you have obtained. Just go here, open this, double quotes, mention here. And then what are the input string? So this is the input string, right? This entire data. Just copy this, just go to the input panel, double quotes, just mention over here, click on OK. So you need an output, correct? So you need output. So just make a control K. So you can name it as value or something. So actually what you needed. So let me make it as very simple in straightforward case ID. So we are going to fetch the case ID, right? Case ID. Just click on OK once you're done. Yep. So we are going to print that value. So how do you print that? So using right line, right? So case ID, and then you have to mention 0 dot value. So why 0 dot value? So this particular data which you are getting as a enumerable match, so that you have to mention a 0 of value which help you to fetch the particular case ID which you are looking for. The first appearance actually. So let me save and let me debug. So this will help you to obtain the particular case ID actually which you are needed. So let it get run. Let's wait for a few minutes. Started running. Yeah. So it has fetched the particular case ID, right? So you got the case ID. So likewise, so you can try to fetch the address. Just copy this one. Just drag one more match activity. Just enter the pattern. Okay. Just paste it over here. Just provide the entire input string. And place it over here. Okay. Use a double quotes and then place it over here. Just click on OK. So what is this? Control K. Address, right? Address. Drag right. So copy and paste this right line. Just change the variable actually. Perfect. Just save and then debug. So you may be having a question now. So if I am going to use a 1,000 expression, do I need to do I need to drag and drop 1,000 match activities? For sure, no. So what you are going to do in that particular approach, you are going to make a build data table. You are going to enter all the expression over there along with your input data, so that the build data table will be iterating one by one, and it will help you to fetch your particular stipulated string using only one match activity. So let's go to the output panel. So I got the case ID as well as the address, right? So what I was actually saying, you can use the build data table. So what you can do, so you can mention the input string. So you can mention the input string and regression expression. In for loop, you can use to iterate each and everything. Expression. So let's make it a string. So likewise, so you can make it as case ID. Okay, case ID, and then you can mark your regression expression. That's it, right? So we can iterate one by one. So only one time, so you can go ahead and enter your input in the input column. So in using with the help of for each, you can use only one match activity and you can loop through each and every data. So now you'll be thinking, what mean by is match, right? So what mean by is match? So is match basically help you to give the Boolean value. So it helps to pretend, it helps to detect whether the particular data is present or not, true or false. So it will not obtain any strings or obtain any values. It will just return the Boolean value whether it's true or false. So you can see the output over here, true or false. So it's the same kind of thing. So you are going to provide your same inputs over there. So nothing much actually. So let me go here. Let me go ahead and provide the expression pattern, which is case ID. Okay, let me go ahead and copy this particular string and go here and provide the same. Okay, so let's create a variable over there, okay, which is exist, and then so if it is exist, so we can make a if condition, and then we can mark it as true or false. Okay, so let's make a if condition. So let's make it as is exist, drag a right line, case ID is available. So you can make it as case ID is not available. Perfect, right? So in our case, we need to get this particular thing. So let me save and let me debug. So these are the main difference between the match activity and its match activity. So its match will return only Boolean values, but the match activity will return the entire string which you are looking for. So let the bot get started and it start running. Yeah. So we got a right line message which is case ID is available, right? So it does not return any value. Since it is marked as true, we have obtained this particular data which is case ID is available. So likewise, regression will help you to fetch the data in the place where you have felt very difficult to extract the data. So regression will be a main concept. So when you're using an organization level, it will help to fetch the data. So like in organization, we will be getting all those things as a mail, right? So you are going to fetch the data in the mail. So regression will play a vital role to fetch the data. I hope you got so many things from the regression experiment. Thanks for watching. Happy learning. Have a good day.